Welcome along to round 2, in theory, but it's actually not round 2. Well, it is round 2. It's not officially round 2, but we're just making up for the time that this wasn't able to be done. So we're at Mangicourt, a little French circuit that I only purchased about half an hour ago. Good start.
Your exit's clear. Watch the white line.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt. We've got 13 minutes to get a decent lap in. The track temp's increasing. It's now 37 Celsius.
We'll see how we go. I'm not got the highest hopes for this round, but we do have 3 drop rounds available this season, which is quite handy. So this one definitely might be one of them. But it is one long race. A couple of pit stops involved. So we'll see where we end up in the end. Might be good, might be bad. You never really know with VEE comp supports. So I've literally just spent the last half an hour just literally trying to figure out which way the track goes. And I finally remembered all the corners. Am I fast around it? No. Can I stay on the track for a lap? Sort of. Do I know where all the off tracks are? No. Has it been peeing me off? Yes. But we're in a quick 15-minute qualifying session, so I'm not too concerned where we qualify really, because like I said, don't have high hopes for the round, but we'll see how we end up. But if you are watching along, make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. Give the old stream a bit of a thumbs up, and feel free to go in the comments too, because it is just me here tonight. The other lads at field days. So if you are near field days up in the North Island, head along to the Simblacks tent, see what's going on, say g'day, and have a play with the fantastic equipment that they've got.
The leader's just done a 139.4.
Man, it is quite a cool track, but I really should have practiced it a lot more. Oh, that's first gear.
P4, sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace.
Oh, that's not a track. That's
We need to watch these track limits.
So we'll come in, grab some boots. How much longer we got? Still 10 minutes, plenty of time.
There's a faster class car behind.
In terms of our championship, we're actually still in the lead of our class, which is the 2014 class cars. And I think overall we're about second. Like I mentioned before, we do have 3 drop rounds to contend with by the end of the year. So if we do perform badly tonight, it's not the end of the world. We do have to redeem ourselves a wee bit from the last lap debacle at Detroit last time round, which was a little bit embarrassing.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 39 Celsius.
And yeah, tonight there'll be 2 pit stops, apparently. But for now, we'll throw some new boots on. A little bit more fuel.
Front left, 94%. Left rear, 97. Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. We've got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them.
7th. Still a couple of tenths down. Probably better than what I thought we would be, to be fair. Second off the quickest guys at the moment. Looks like it's a little bit more even this round between the 2 classes of the cars, the 2019 cars, the CB Commodores and the Gen 2 Mustangs. Of course we're in the Class 1 cars, which is the 2014 spec FG Falcons, VEE Commodores. So far the championship, our class has been slightly quicker, just due to the fact they've got a bit more grip, which doesn't make sense because the other cars got more downforce, but these old riggers going pretty well. So we've got 40.4, I'd like to get at least to the low 40s. I think trying to get to 39 is a little bit ambitious, especially since it's like our 7th or 8th lap of the bloody place. Well, let's see.
Okay, Matt, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left. P4. Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace. Fastest lap for Gilbert, 139.2. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 2.
Oh, now we're talking.
P3, that's your best lap in the session. We estimate 3 laps of fuel left. Your last lap time was at 1:14.1. There's an incident in Adelaide.
Now we're getting quick. Way too much curb.
Now delete this lap, you've cut the track.
And that will basically be our session done. I guess we can conserve the tyre a wee bit. Roll back around slowly. So if we can find another 2/10, that would put us second in class, which wouldn't be third in class. Which wouldn't be too bad.
Okay, Matt, you've got half your fuel left.
Alright, let's see how we go this time. Shit start to the lap.
P4.
And an off track. That's session done.
You're outside of track limits there.
Good effort there, Heywood. Nothing like screwing your lap in the first corner. Though to be fair, if I can conserve enough fuel,
there's a faster car approaching.
Just wary of traffic behind me here.
The guy ahead has just done a 140.0.
If you are watching along and you've just joined, make sure to subscribe. Much appreciated. We've had a wee bit of a surge in subscribers lately, which is good. Plenty of time, plenty of fuel. One more crack at it. Alright, don't mess this part up.
P5, we think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
That's the joys of buying a track in out of the lane. You get lost on the track and that's buggered the sleep as well. There's a slowdown. So that will be our session over and out.
Box this lap, please, Matt. Sector 2 is 1.3 off the pace.
We start about 8th or 9th, I think. There's the checkered flag, so all the laps will be finished now. Coming to a finish. Somebody's been off quite nicely.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
The stupid thing is I don't even know how long the race is. I know it's a long one. It's 2 pit stops, but how many laps? I can't even tell you. Alright.
Left front, 93%. Front right, 92%. Left rear, 94%.
So
right rear,
what
95%.
Is we'll change the setup, we'll get all ready for the race, and I'll see you guys back very shortly. Make sure you subscribe. That's the button I need. Welcome back. It's a 35 lap race, there you go. In terms of qualifying,
That's the end of the session, P5.
we are P5 in class, P8 overall. There is only 14 cars here, which I kind of expected because of it is actually only round 2. But the broadcast couldn't do it at the time.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much there for qualifying. I will be shortening the grid here in a second since the broadcast is ready to go. So we'll cut it down to 1 minute in a second. But tonight you have a single 35-lap race. There's 2 compulsory pit stops required. Your pit stop window opens after you begin lap 2 on the circuit, unless we have a safety car on lap 1.
90
and close
seconds.
at the end of lap 34, based on the assumption that we will not go time certain tonight. If we do go time certain, I will advise when the pit window is closing at the end of the penultimate lap of the race. Otherwise, guys, no escape rule is still in effect. Make sure you call out if you need to tow back to the pit so we can determine if the safety car is needed. And otherwise, keep your comms clear apart from incident reports. And if you do need to report an incident, give us your car number, your lap number, and if possible, your turn number. And keep the report nice and short and brief. Don't need a whole bunch of detail. Good luck all. Thanks for racing tonight, and let's have a good one.
Very good. So, at least if we do have a shocking race, it's only going to be 14th at worst. But, we'll see.
30 seconds.
If you are watching along though, feel free to chuck some stuff in the chat. See if we can get our way a bit further forward. I don't think we'll get there on pace, but you never know with Scott supports.
15 seconds. Good luck, everyone. On a call.
10 seconds. 35 laps. Cold tyres all round.
Alright, here we go.
This will be a standing start. Alright, Matt, get ready. Green, green, green. Car right. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right. On your right. He's still there. He's still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
Oh, that's going to be a slowdown.
Watch those track limits or we'll get a penalty. You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty. car right. Right side's clear. On your right. Hold your line. Still there. He's still there. Hold your line. He's still there. Clear, car right. Right side's clear. Seventh position.
So first victim to the slowdown, that was me.
The car in front of us is Crystal, car number 808, and their rating is 3.5.
Looking spicy up there. Oh dear.
The gap to Crystal ahead is increasing. It's now 1.1 seconds. There's an incident in Adelaide. It looks like it's King.
It's about 16 wide up there. Never goes well. That's going to be contact, surely.
The leader has just done a 140.4.
Nasty little chicane, that last one.
P6, that was a 141.9. Come on, watch these track limits, please, Matt.
Got to be mindful of those ones. How no one died there, I have no idea.
The next car is Stevens, car number 3, and their rating is 1.8. On your left. Clear left. New fastest lap for Gilbert, 140.2.
Take that, thank you.
Well done, Matt. This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. There's some faster cars approaching. They're fighting for position, P5. We think the pit window for refueling will open on lap 14, and it will close on lap 21.
It's got some serious drive out of that corner. Don't know where that's come from.
Car right. Clear car right. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Clear right. right side. Still there. Still there. He's still there. Right side car, clear right side. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Right side's clear. You've got to watch these track limits. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 39 Celsius. On your right, clear right. Car left. Clear left. Car left. Still there.
Accelerate.
He's still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear car left. Clear left.
Great battle. Shitouts for our race, but good battle.
Car right. He's still there. Still there.
That was close.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear right. Car right. He's still there. Clear right. Bad luck, Matt. Come on, don't let him get away. The car in front is Crystal, car number 808, and their rating is 3.5. Sixth place. Maximise every lap. Let's salvage what we can.
These boys race hard. Good old Billy up in front there has pulled 7 seconds on us. While we fight for nothing.
Left side. Still there. He's still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. He's still there. Clear left. Nice one, Matt. Good pass. Eyes front. This is good. Keep banging out them lap times. V5. Car ahead is Stevens, car number 3, and their rating is 1.8. Watch the track limits, please. You'll need to give back the time gained. Car right. Right side's clear. On your right. Clear right.
Slow downs.
Car right. Still there. Still there. Right side's clear.
That was costly. That'll be a slow down too.
The stewards have warned us about track limits.
Somebody needs to keep a tab on slowdowns, please.
Okay, Matt, the next car is Crystal, car number 808, and their rating is 3.5. The gap in front is now 1.8 seconds. 6th place. Come on, we can do better than this. Focus on your exits, keep it smooth. Left side. Still there. Hold your line, clear left.
Perhaps if we get some French words going, that might help us.
There's an incident in Chateau d'Eau. It looks like it's Slater.
Bit of croissant. Merci. Oh, fastest lap. What other French do we know? French toast, does that count?
Car left. He's still there. Clear left.
French toast worked.
The gap to Crystal in front is now 1.7 seconds.
VEE.
Okay, Matt, keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on. E5. The driver in front of us is Stevens, car number 3, and their rating is 1.8. You can keep it between the lines, track limits.
Still plenty of laps to go. Just need to be a wee bit careful with those off tracks. If you have just started watching the stream, welcome. You're watching I Just Bought the Track before the session started, don't know what I'm doing.
The The gap to P4 ahead is now 4.4.
And I've guessed this up and it's half working. Tyres are a little bit sad.
You've used half your fuel. Stevens, ahead is pitting. Okay, Matt, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. P4, sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace. The guy in front is Rayleigh, car number 89, and their rating is 1.7. Watch the track limits, we'll get a penalty if we don't.
Yep, copy that. If you are watching along in the comments, drop in the chat what your favourite French food is. Just help my car set up a bit more, knowing that it feels
There's a group
more
of faster cars bearing down on you. These guys are scrapping for position. The gap to Rayleigh ahead is increasing. It's now 13 seconds. Rayleigh ahead is pitting. Left side. Still there. He's still there. Clear left. On your right. Clear right. Alright, Matt. Watch the track limits, please.
I think I need to get some tyres.
Car right. Clear right.
Couple of good retro liveries here. Couple of Castrol cars.
The car in front of us is now HINTS, car number 62, and their rating is 4.8. The leader, Gilbert, is pitting.
Well, if he's pitting, it's probably a good time for me to pit as well then.
There's a group of faster cars behind you. They're racing for position. The gap to HEYWOOD ahead is increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds. We don't expect any traffic on the pit exit.
That's bloody lovely, isn't it? Oh dear.
Front left, 73%. Left rear, 73.
Why do they always look so disappointed in us when I come in? Right, let me go, let me go, let me go. Oh jeez, how much fuel am I taking on here? Yeah, stop refueling. Thank you.
All clear on pit exit. We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them. The guy in front is Crystal, car number 808, and their rating is 3.5.
Oh, we got Griff again. How good. I feel I'm massively overfueled here.
That's a new fastest lap for HEYWOOD, 139.4.
Tell you what, could bloody use a safety car.
P6. Come on, track limits. Okay, Matt, you're reeling. Crystal in. The gap's now 14 seconds. Pit window open. We think you'll be exiting the pits into clear air.
you are getting sick of watching me battling no one, you can watch the official stream, which you'll see on the top left of my stream. SimSpeed TV, just YouTube that. Get to hear some commentators talk about some people.
You're reeling P5 in. The gap is now 13 seconds. Bradbury is pitting from position 4. We think he'll come out close in front.
Bollocks. Don't buy the track just before you start the race. It doesn't go well.
There's a car leaving the pits.
Almost ahead of these two before. Everybody put too much fuel in the car. That's what happens.
Gilbert, car number 1 is now in the lead.
But if you're in the market for some sim gear, if you want to start sim racing or you want to upgrade what you've got, I highly recommend going to simblacks.co.nz. Sorry, that's just simblacks.co.nz without the wahe in the middle. They've got everything from the chassis to the wheel, pedals, shifters, even the PC. They're your place in New Zealand to go for Heusinkveld, which is the pedals that I run, and also for Simagic, which I also run for the steering wheel. I can tell you they're both bloody great products.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Guys up there to deal with are even better.
The gap to P5 ahead is increasing. It's now 14 seconds. P6.
Well, I'm on TV. So the field's quite spread out if they're watching me. Kevin West, hello there, Kev. Hope you're all ready for your endurance race. I think it's tomorrow, is it?
Okay, Matt, that's half distance. We estimate 14 laps of fuel left. That was a 141.3. The gap ahead is now 14 seconds.
green wheels. Not sure how I feel about them. Yeah, the Audi is quite a different car to drive. It's cool though, it shoots flames. That's the main thing, as long as it looks cool.
The gap in front is now 14 seconds. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. You're a second off the pace in Sector 2. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace.
Thanks to the positivity there, crew chief. Love that. And again, that's why you don't buy the track half an hour before your race. I think it's H-Pat in that car too, isn't it, Kev?
Track temperature's rising, it's now 42 Celsius. Crystal in front is pitting. Crystal ahead is pitting. P5.
Yeah, a shift in H-Pad's always fun. Also need your help here, Kev, since we're at a French track. I need to know what your favourite French food is to give my car a bit more horsepower.
Alright Matt, the next car is King, car number 2.
And talent.
Gap to Crystal behind is now 15 seconds.
trusty croissant. Yeah, it's a classic. Yes, you can change the bar on these cars. Problem is, no matter what I change, it doesn't help the fact that I only bought the track
Rayleigh in front
half an hour before I started. So I kind of half guessed to set up. And it's stable enough.
You're a second down in sector 3.
Hello Dana, yes, I'm very glad I don't have to work in the morning, but stand by, that could change. You never really know. Also press the subscribe button. That will help. And also Dana, I need you to let me know what your favourite French food is to help me get around this very French circuit. Oh, you mother.
You'll need to slow down to give back the time gained. The gap behind is now 8.0 seconds. King ahead is pitting.
That chips and gravy French food. Well, you can have them in France. I suppose if you say we at the end, then quite possibly.
This is excellent, mate. Keep it up. P3. That lap time was 1:41.8. The next car is Hints, car number 62, and they're rated left side. Clear left.
Oh, something happened. Someone did something, but I can't see what it was.
Bang! That's off and in the fence. That is fast. That's 215 kilometres an hour.
What
The
big
leader,
snails.
Gilbert, is pitting.
Funny enough, I actually have had snails when I was in Europe. They're actually not as bad as you think they are. It's like chewing gum, which is odd, but covered in garlic, so it's like garlic flavoured chewing gum, which when you say it actually isn't that spectacular. But yeah, I can tick off the list and say it's done. Won't have them again, but it's done. The actual hardest thing is trying to get the bloody snail out of the frickin' shell. They give you this stupid little fork, which isn't really a fork, and all it does is just push the snail further into the shell. Maybe that's why there's no sort of fat sort of French people.
Alright, Matt, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
You spend half your time trying to get the bloody food out or whatever the hell it is.
The car in front of us is Gilbert, car number 1, and their rating is 3.4. P4 is closing you down. The gap has come down to 5.9. Stevens, behind, is pitting.
I know, I'm shit at this track, alright? I'll be better next time, I promise. No, you definitely don't want to break the shell of the snail. Not only is it inconvenient, it sort of insults them apparently as well. And I'm pretty sure that day I'd already gone to a church and swore inside it because it was pretty amazing. But then when I swore, because I saw how awesome it was, and then I realised I swore and went, oh shit, again. So I swore twice in the church. Probably insulting the country more wasn't the best solution at the end of the day. I need to do a pit stop. Let's do that.
When we exit the pits, we should be in position 5, right behind Gilbert.
Alright. Alright, give me some fuel, give me some tyres, fella.
Left front, 71%. Rear left, 77.
There we go. Oh, Jesus.
The pit exit looks clear. Car in front is King, car number 2.
Oh, stop going past the page, man.
Left side. Still there. He's still there. Clear left.
Oh, don't you spin now, you dick. Well held.
The gap to King ahead is increasing. It's now 13 seconds.
So yeah, unfortunately it's been a bit of a boring race, since we're quite uncompetitive. So apologies, but the French chat has certainly helped.
V6.
What's 6 in French? Alright, so we've got 12 seconds to make up to the cars ahead, which probably won't happen. Oh, it was Kev that subscribed. That was the noise. Thanks, Kev.
Okay, Matt, you're reeling King in. The gap is 11 seconds. Your lap time was 1:40.9. That's your quickest lap in this session.
Yeah, well, record hasn't been good for 6 days so far. 6 in French is just 6, yeah. Maybe with like a la in front of it, la 6. Actually, I will tell you a good French story. When I was over there, I was I was in Nice, and I was staying there when it was the Monaco GP weekend, and I was going to Monaco. So I flew over from the UK, got picked up from the airport by this company to take me to the hotel. And I'd been trying
The
my
track
best.
temperature's rising. It's now
shut up.
44 Celsius.
I was trying my best to learn the language over there, just to at least, you know, get me going.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, man.
And old mate dropped me off at this hotel, and I thought, oh, I'll use a bit of French. I've been practicing a wee bit on the plane, and got to the reception, and I was confident. I went in with a bonjour. So old mate behind the counter thinks, oh yep, he speaks French. And I assume he sent, do you want to check in? So I went, oui. And then he said something else, and I assumed he wanted my name, so I said my last name. And I was kind of winging it.
Behind is pitting.
And he then asked me this big long question in French. And I'm thinking, oh shit, what has he said? So I sort of just looked at him
front is now 10
with a blank look on my face, and I thought I would just wing it. So I went, oui, assuming it was something like, do you need breakfast in the morning or some shit like that. And he just like looked at me thinking, well, that wasn't a yes or no question. So then I had to say to him, sorry man, I don't actually speak French. Do you speak English? And luckily for me, he did. But I kind of felt like even though I tried to do some French, I insulted him. And of course he was on the reception every morning I left the building.
That lap time was 141.8.
At least you tried. Yeah, well that was the main thing. I thought I gave it a go. That's the one thing you realise when you're overseas, not in little old New Zealand. There's a lot of different languages to contend with. So once I got to Monaco, I was sitting beside this Italian couple, and the lady sitting right next to me kept trying to speak to me in Italian, and no matter how many times I told her sorry English, she kept like hitting me on the arm, pointing things out and saying stuff in Italian. So I just went with the classic laughing, smiling, thumbs up, all the classic good old stuff.
You're reeling king in. The gap is 9.8. 6th place.
You need to learn how to say I don't understand in French. Yeah, well, I learned the basics. I learned hello and thank you and where is the bathroom, but not anything really practical. And funny enough, at Monaco, this other random guy came up to me in the grandstand, and he goes, "Oh, do you speak English?" I was like, "Yep." And he was Irish, and so
that lap was a 141.5.
we started chatting away as you do, and not to be stereotypical, but he says, oh, you know, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I work at a shipping company, blah, 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 blah. What do you do? And he goes, I'm a potato farmer. I was like, oh, classic Irish potato farmer, tick that off the list. And then, obviously I wasn't that interesting, because after that he just kind of left and never saw him again. Probably the most insulting thing is he thought I was American.
Okay, Matt, you've used half your fuel. Incident in Light Sheep Inn. We think it might be Rayleigh.
Oh, we got some drama.
Copy that, car 52, noted on lap 31.
Oh yeah, there's the skid marks. Still not a big enough crash for us to be in contention. Probably went to get a drink, but yeah, but then he didn't return, like for the whole weekend. Couldn't find him after that.
In the gaps now, 7.6 seconds.
But stereotypical Irish probably did go to get a drink. And unfortunately, Monaco it probably cost him about bloody €80. Oh, that reminds me too. So, of course, New Zealand's got this big bloody hole in the ozone layer, so you get sunburnt every 3 seconds. Of course, being over in Europe, you don't really have that problem. But then when I went to Monaco on the Saturday, it was a bloody nice day. But I did end up getting a little bit sunburned for once. And I thought, oh, that's no problem. I'll pick up some sunscreen on the way to Monaco in the morning from Nice. But the problem is, over there on Sundays, for whatever reason, nothing opens till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, some sort of weird wacky rule they've got. So there's no pharmacies or anything open on the way to the train station. So I was like, oh righto, I'll just get it in Monaco, you know, how bad can it be? So I went to this little chemist, and of course they only spoke French, which is fair enough. And so I, with some sort of bad English, went, sunscreen. And she had no idea what I was talking about. Eventually, we worked out through good old
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
Shush.
Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. You're a second off the pace in Sector 3.
Yes, I'm slow. Okay. Eventually, through good old Google Translate, we figured out that I need some sunscreen.
The gap ahead is now 7.1.
And so she took me over to the area
Keep it nice and tidy.
for the sunscreen. And there was only like massive bottles. So I sort of asked, you know, do you have any small bottles? She has nope. I was like, alright, well I'll buy a big bottle then. And it cost me €80 for a bloody bottle of sunscreen to use once, because it was too big to take on the plane back to England. So $80 for a one-time sunscreen use is my Monaco story. Oh, cock.
You need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
Try and do. Ouch. Yeah, in both ways, both with the sunburn and the price. Jeez, I need to stop making mistakes here.
Stay between the lines, please, Matt.
Should probably stop telling stories and start concentrating. Because that's how I ended the last race, on the last lap. In the wall.
2 to go.
RIP indeed. You haven't lost any spots, no, because there's no bugger behind me hardly. It's been such a boring race.
The gap in front is now 8.2.
But then again, I did put too much fuel in at the start. But it looks like the guys get it nice and close, so hopefully they'll get a bit desperate. Thanks for watching, Dana. I know. Oh, you look how close they are.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 42 Celsius.
Surely all three of them aren't going to make it through this lap.
One more to go. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace. That's good consistency. Keep it up. We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
So if you are watching along and you're in the North Island, you've got nothing to do this weekend, head along to Field Days, where there will be a Simblacks stand there with a couple of simulators to try out. Have a good chat to Stefan and Dion. Learn how to get yourself some Heusinkveld pedals like I've got, which help you lock up the brakes like that. And some good Simagic gear to steer you out of the problem like it just did. Oh, surely this last corner is going to be action. Three go in. How many come out? Oh jeez, all of them. There you go. Well,
There's an
there we
incident
go.
in Adelaide. It looks like Slater. P6. Okay, it's over.
P6. Not brilliant. Not bad. Possibly keep our championship lead, not really too sure. So as usual, Aaron Gilbert won. But the main thing for this round is we didn't end up in the barrier with
That's the end of the
Loney.
session.
Good job for old Billy Rowley, fellow Timaru man, P3. Whoops. Thanks, Kev.
Alright everyone,
Appreciate
thank you very much for racing tonight. Congrats to Hinsey for winning the race outright and for the Gen 1 class win, and Dylan for the Gen 2 class win here tonight. Both of you are welcome to join the broadcast team in the Scops Discord for a quick post-race chat. For the most part, fairly happy with that racing there, although we do request that Car 89, Billy, please speak to us now in Discord about the incident on lap 31 with car 52. We need to talk about that one there a bit more. There are decisions coming from that one there as well. That's the only thing that we know on the sheet tonight. there anything else we missed that you want added to the sheet, either let us know after we've spoken with Billy, or open the ticket via the Discord, please. Thank you all, and we'll be back racing in 2 weeks when the full season goes to Road Atlanta with Scops on the weekend afterwards.
Oh, not Road Atlanta. So as you heard, next round is Road Atlanta, which is a track I love in GT3s, but not in these things. That's okay. Oopsie doozles.
Watch your speed. Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
So yeah, next round will be Road Atlanta, a couple of weeks by the sound of it, where I'll definitely do some more practice because this one didn't go too well. But yeah, if you have
Front
stayed
left,
to the end,
69%. Front right, 79%. Left rear, 70%. Right rear, 74%.
yeah, if you have stayed till the end, thanks for watching along. It is greatly appreciated. If you haven't already, subscribe, chuck a thumbs up. Make sure you head to simblacks.co.nz. If you need some liveries, hit me up at High Octane Images. If you need some merch, there's something in the chat there. But yeah, we'll call it a night there, I think. Thanks, team. We'll see you later.